What's up, everybody? Phil Stiefel here from Trending in the AM. We're going to give you a live look at a fantasy draft I'm doing. We're going to critique it. We're going to go live for a few minutes. Everybody stay tuned. I'm just going to play an intro video. We're going to play the morning show intro video here. We'll be live with this draft just shortly here.
Holding gets around in front.
And Philadelphia has it.
All right, everybody, what's happening? This is Phil Stiefel from Trending in the AM. I got Jason Voorhees here. He's popping in for a few minutes as well. I'm in a fantasy football draft tonight. I only know two people in this 12-team PPR standard redraft league. Jeff and Pina from Birds Beer and BS, good friends of mine. They invited me to be in this league. A bunch of wrestling and football fanatics. It's got some kind of wrestling name. I've got a wrestling name. Everybody's got wrestling names in this league. First time I'm in this draft, and I wanted to go live and just kind of critique it. I'm going to put the draft board up here as it happens live, and I've got the 9th pick in the first round. Jason, good evening. I always think that this year the best question as I get ready to go live here is the simple question: does Jonathan Taylor or Christian McCaffrey belong going number one in fantasy football drafts?
Well, it's pretty nuts because I would probably venture to say that 85% of the people would say Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
But I'm actually in that 15% range that believes that Christian McCaffrey belongs at the number one pick.
I can give you an argument that even Austin Eckler is a better first overall pick than Jonathan Taylor. Austin Eckler averaged a half a point per game less in fantasy points last year per game in standard PPR leagues than Jonathan Taylor. And he gives you a higher ceiling than Jonathan Taylor. I think a lot of people that are taking Jonathan Taylor 1 overall are making some pretty big mistakes when it comes to their fantasy football drafts this year.
Well, here's the deal. And obviously, you and I are in a couple leagues together. You obviously know that I'm an addict at this point. I'm in probably in like 20. I think I'm after I do the DSM draft tomorrow. I Thursday. I believe that'll be 22 leagues that I'm in.
Jesus, that's way more than me. See, I'm like that with the DraftKings side of it every single week.
Well, no, and a lot of them are dynasty though. So and obviously most of them are just like fun leagues. You know, obviously not large money pot leagues like my home league, but the dynasty leagues that I'm in, I would say that Jonathan Taylor as a dynasty player probably does belong as the number one as far as running backs. But I think when you look at redraft, I think last year to me, obviously it was a perfect storm for Jonathan Taylor. I mean, you looked at his metrics, you looked at the analytics and the numbers. And I mean, obviously he had one of those years where it was just like everything he did was right. But I've seen, I mean, listen, we're only 2 years removed from Derrick Henry having almost a 2,000-yard season. Mm-hmm. So I gotta say that I think the only reason that a lot of people are down on CMC still is the injury thing. And I think when it comes to like a number one pick in any fantasy draft, you're always going to have that injury risk, regardless of who it is. I mean, I remember years where I had LaShawn McCoy, and I took him in the first round of a draft, and he got hurt that year. Like, it seems to happen regularly to the first pick, and whether it's CMC, Jonathan Taylor, it doesn't matter who it is.
Well, so real quick to cut you off, the first 2 picks have already been made. Jonathan Taylor went number 1, and Cooper Kupp went number 2.
Okay, that's a little bit of a surprise, Cooper Kupp. But
I mean, he's a top tier player. I get it with Cooper Kupp. Number 3, Derrick Henry off the board. 4, Christian McCaffrey. It is rolling right along here this draft. And if I'm doing this wrong, I don't know. if I got the right screen up to share here, it doesn't really show much on the far right side here. It is showing it. But yeah, so it went 1, 2, 3, 4. It went Taylor Cup, Henry, McCafferty, Justin Jefferson went 4. Man, we're cruising right along here. These guys are ready to go in the first round, which I love. Might be a little high for Justin Jefferson, 5th overall pick. I don't know what you think there.
Justin Jefferson, you know what? Like I said, this is a redraft. So,
For 1
yeah,
year, you know what I mean?
I think Justin Jefferson, you can make an argument in Dynasty, he could be the number 1 pick over the running backs because of the fact
Right.
that receivers last, their careers are a lot longer,
Mhm.
longevity wise. But yeah, I don't know. I think
Najee Harris went 6, Jamar Chase 7. We are 1 pick away from me. And man, there are some names left on this board here already.
is Eckler
Eckler,
still on?
Cook, Devontae Adams. Yeah, I'm
Ooh.
gonna have a tough choice here. Eckler went at 8. God damn, that's who I would have taken. I think I've got to take Dalvin Cook here at number 9 over
Yeah, I
Alvin
would.
Kamara. There's question marks there.
Is it now? Is this a tight end league?
I mean, it's one tight end. Nothing special with tight end.
Okay.
Not yet, at least. So, or nothing special about it. You play one, and that's
Okay.
it. So,
Yeah, I would go
I'm
Dalvin
taking
Cook.
Dalvin Cook here. I could consider Devontae Adams. I don't know. The question marks about Alvin Kamara. I don't know about at 9 if I'm willing to take it. So, Dalvin Cook is my pick right there.
Yeah, that's a good pick. I agree with you, actually.
Is a gift to everybody else in the league. So, there's that. That's so. I mean, I don't even know what's going on with Alvin Kamara, honestly. Whether he's going to miss any time at all,
Well, the reports, the more I hear, it seems like it's going to pass over. And if anything, it will have to be next year that he actually has his punishment. Because
Right.
the way that the court thing keeps getting put off, it's more and more likely that he will not be in trouble this year as far as NFL punishment. So I think Kamara, he's got a lot of upside. I mean,
Whoever's at pick 10 here is taking their darn good time.
I was going to say, what is the time limit on this draft?
It's a 90-second per pick. Most guys are picking pretty quickly. At least the first couple picks were going pretty fast. Alvin Kamara went 10. And that's fair. You can make a case that that's fine, especially if he's not going to face any punishments this year. Let's see here. So we've got 1, 2, 3. You got 11 and 12 on the wraparound, and then another pick than me. So I'm 5 away. 5 right now. If just the top guys went off the board would be DeAndre Swift or CeeDee Lamb, but I don't think that's the way it's going to play out. Stefon Diggs went before Devontae Adams, I think, and Deebo Samuels went before Devontae Adams. I think that's a big mistake. The question is if I take Travis Kelce at 16 will be my question. DeAndre Swift off the board. So I got 2 picks to wait to see if Devontae Adams or Joe Mixon. I'm always a huge Joe Mixon fan. Every year I think he's a really strong second-round running back.
I love Joe Mixon.
Yeah.
Especially in that Bengals offense. I mean,
I gotta hope with one of those picks. So Joe Mixon went. Now pick 15. As long as I'm assuming Devontae Adams is going to go here, and then I'm going to have a tough choice. I might reach, and I've never taken a tight end in the second round, but I might reach and take Travis Kelce in my second round pick. No, Leonard Fournette went. Devontae Adams is it's me. I'm on the board here. Devontae Adams, I have to take with the 16th pick, right?
I would take Devontae Adams.
Yeah, I mean there's no doubt about taking Devontae Adams there. Now I've got the long stretch. Now we could chit chat here. Leonard Fournette, man, early in the second round, that might be a bit of a reach right there. Might be a bit of a reach. I don't know.
I mean, Leonard Fournette.
I don't know how I got Devontae Adams with my second pick. I just don't know. No clue.
I think people are sleeping on Devontae Adams.
You know my opinion on the Raiders.
I'm going to tell you why people are sleeping on him. And I agree with you. Me and you are both in the same camp. I think the Raiders offense is going to definitely possibly top 5, especially if Darren Waller is healthy. I think Devontae Adams, a lot of people are just looking at the fact that he doesn't have Rodgers, and a lot of people underrate Derek Carr as a quarterback. And that's why I believe Devontae Adams is kind of slipping. And you know what? I'll take Devontae Adams every day, all day.
I agree.
Listen, a lot of people are down on Devontae Adams in Dynasty, but yes, he's still only 28 years old.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be 29, but I just think, I don't know, man. I see wide receivers in this league last a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So
I agree.
I think you did right by getting Adams. I would have went Kelsey if Adams was gone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was thinking of going it. Kelsey is still on the board, mind you, at the 19th pick here, which I think is a bit, I don't know. I'm surprised. I will just say I'm surprised he's still on the board.
Who's the first? Did anybody take a quarterback yet?
No one has taken a quarterback to my knowledge yet. T. Higgins just went at 19, which is a bit of a reach. I mean, I know T. Higgins is a good player, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. No one, to my knowledge, has taken a quarterback. Let me see. Yeah, Josh Allen's still on the board.
Wow.
So no one has taken a quarterback at this point yet.
Usually somebody reaches for a quarterback in redraft.
And then whoever's the first person to take one, then the top 3 or 4 guys kind of go on a run and come off the board all in a row.
I'm anxious to see
who's the first one and how early it goes.
Yeah,
I can't believe we're at pick 20 and Travis Kelce's still on the board.
That's what I'm anxious to see where Kelsey goes.
Right now, the top guys lifted. We're at pick 20, and Mark Andrews, Javonte Williams, and Travis Kelce, James Conner, Aaron Jones, they're the top guys. James Conner just went. How is he ranked so high on ESPN's board? He's terrible. All right, Kelce just went at 22. That's insane. Insane that it took that long to get Travis Kelce off the board.
Who?
I guarantee within 2 or 3 picks, Mark Andrews goes now.
How many more till you go?
I got a while to go here because I'm on the back end, the other end of a wraparound now. So I've got 9, 10. I got 13 picks till I think I go here. So I think if it's 13 and all 13 picks ahead of where I'm going Nick Chubb would be the next pick.
I would go Nick Chubb. I
love Nick Chubb. I'm a big
quarterbacks.
Like Evans,
if quarterbacks are still there, I would get one of the top ones.
Here's the thing. I'm not trying to bash anybody, Jason, but I don't know these guys. I don't even know how much football these guys know. You know what I mean? So like they're wrestling fans, plus the host of Birds, Beer, and BS. I don't even know what their level of knowledge, like how serious. I mean, it was a $50 buy-in league, so it's not like $10 or free. There's a few bucks on the line. And they do have these are wrestling fans, and there's a championship wrestling belt that's on the line as well.
Are any of them watching the show?
I don't know. I put the link to the show in our group chat, and nobody really was interested. They're just, I don't know. They got some foul language. They're just too busy BSing there. Javonte Williams. We are at the wraparound for the first pick in the draft. The guy that took Jonathan Taylor. He's getting his second pick right now, and then his third pick. So right now, Mark Andrews and Aaron Jones are the top guys on the board.
This is a 12-man league, right?
12-man league, yes. So
PPR.
Nick Chubb just went. Wow, that's smart. Taking Nick Chubb to pair with Jonathan Taylor, that is a fantastic thing to do right there.
That's actually, I am surprised Chubb made it that far.
Yeah, I mean, Nick Chubb's a top 15 guy to me. Like, I take him in the first round. Like, I would take him at 12. I would take him at 14. I would take him at 16 in that range. I like Nick Chubb, especially early on with no Deshaun Watson playing, obviously. Run-heavy team there. So I'm curious to see what he does with his second pick. So now he's got 2 really good running backs. Where does he go with his other pick? Does he go quarterback? Does he go tight end? Does he go wide receiver? Where he goes, that'll be
he's going to go quarterback.
He did go quarterback. And guess which quarterback he took?
Down.
No, he took Patrick Mahomes.
Okay, well, so
he's got Jonathan Taylor, Nick Chubb, and Patrick Mahomes for the first overall pick. That's not bad. Then Keenan Allen went. So we're getting close here to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 picks to go. It's going to put me around Terry McLaurin. I don't know if I want to take Terry McLaurin there. Do I go Kyle Pitts? Maybe I reach. Let's see. Let's see who's left on the board.
Is
Aaron
Mark
Jones, Saquon
there?
Barkley just went.
Mark
I would
Andrews?
love, I would love Mark Andrews or DJ Moore to last 4 more picks for me. I
Go
would be very happy with one or the other of those guys. Cam Akers just went. What? Who's drafted at Cam Akers just went ahead of all these guys? I might be able to get A.J. Brown here, depending on what happens. A.J. Brown just went. There's 2 picks to go. Come on, Mark Andrews or DJ Moore. Stay on the board for me here. Otherwise, I got Michael Pittman. I'll have to make some research here to see what running backs are left too.
Michael
But
Pitt going to be actually, he's one of my sleepers.
Mark Andrews just went, so there's 1 pick. If DJ Moore isn't taken here by Cocone Beware, his name's Cocone Beware. Josh Allen just went, so DJ Moore is there for me. I think DJ Moore's the play, especially with Baker Mayfield there now.
Who else?
Well, I mean, Michael Pittman, top running backs left, David Montgomery, Breece Hall. They're not 3rd-round running backs.
I'm just telling you, I like Michael Pittman better than DJ Moore because I think with the quarterback there, Matt Ryan, I think he's going to.
Well, this is just mark this moment down because I'm skipping you and I'm taking DJ Moore instead.
It's okay.
I want to mark this down and see who has a better fantasy season now because I'm curious to see how this plays out. And I don't have long to wait because now we're on my end of a wraparound. I'm either going to I'm either going to take. Well, I'm hoping to take a different quarterback to pair with Devontae Adams
Or Jalen.
My hope here, and I know this is crazy. My hope. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys ranked higher than him, and there's 7 picks till me. Nope, he just went. Kyle Pitts just went. I was hoping to be able to grab Kyle Pitts there, and get the 3rd. Now I don't take a tight end till like round 7 or 8. I don't care about tight ends now.
Jalen.
Yeah, that Jalen Hurts. I was gonna look for Carr, but maybe I take Jalen Hurts. That's
I'm telling you,
round
man.
4. Round 4 is really early to take Jalen Hurts, but the running back game is in really bad shape. Montgomery has gone off the board. Terry McLaurin has gone off the board. Ezekiel Elliott has gone off the board. Man, Brandon Cooks goes off the board. Hell, you might get your pick. I might get Michael Pittman too. If Michael Pittman doesn't go here, that would be insane. And Michael Pittman went there. All right, so I'm on the clock. I got 90 seconds here. Deontay Johnson, Jalen Waddle, Michael. If I take Breece Hall here, I know a lot of people are really high on Breece Hall with the Jets. Tight end Darren Waller, no. Do I go with Justin Herbert here with the 40th pick? Do I wait to go for Jalen Hurts or somebody else?
I think Herbert's going to might be the number 1 quarterback here over Allen.
Man, this is a really tough call here. Not getting sniped on a couple guys there that I didn't expect would fall. Man, I don't know. I'm really weak at running back. You know what? I'm gonna take my chances. I'm gonna go with Breece Hall right now. I don't like only having 1 running back in the 3rd round. So we got to load up on running back there. We got a long way to go now till I go here. I know you do more dynasty than running back or redraft, but it's always been redraft has been running back. And you just watch me take 2 wide receivers to 1 running back in the first 3 rounds because the way the NFL is going in PPR leagues, wide receivers are getting a lot more points than they used to.
Yeah,
but running back is such a shallow position that you kind of still got to attack running back early in fantasy drafts, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't disagree with what your strategy was there. You don't want to wait too long on a running back and end up with I'm trying to think. You don't want to have
Scott. I saw somebody in a league, one of my coworkers, he was making me look at his league, and he messed up, and his second best running back was Tony Pollard.
But I'm telling you, a guy that you might have been able to wait on and get Dameon Pierce. That's why I might quarterback there.
I still may attack for him later on down the line.
That's fine.
I mean, he's ranked at number 92 on ESPN, so if these guys don't know what they're doing, he may still be there in 2 rounds.
Yeah, so you could probably get him too, and then still have.
We're going to see what happens with quarterbacks here in the next. I guess I got about 14 or 15 picks till I go. We'll see what happens with quarterbacks, and then we'll make a decision at quarterback based off of that. Again, you're watching a live fantasy draft as I do it. Jason's here helping critique with me. Just having a little fun. I'm not going to stay on for the full 20 rounds, although I won't lie. I like this draft. We are cruising right along. We are halfway through the 4th round, and we are only 14 minutes into this draft. I love it. I love
So
it.
you have
Since Brees Hall, the next 2 picks were George Kittle and Jerry Jeudy.
so break down your team so far. You have
I got Dalvin Cook as my first overall. Well, I had Devontae Adams and Dalvin Cook. They were on my first wraparound.
okay.
Then my second wraparound was DJ Moore and Bryce Hall. So I got Brees Hall, Dalvin Cook as my starting running backs, Adams and Moore as my starting wide receivers at this point. I'm feeling pretty confident with it as it stands at this point. Now I'm gonna need to make sure I get an elite quarterback. There's gonna have to be something happening with quarterback. It looks like running backs and wide receivers are still. I know there's still ways to go here for me, but it seems like all the wide receivers and running backs are going right now. So if I can get one of the top 4 quarterbacks on my next pick, Herbert, Jackson, Hurts, Murray, I will be going quarterback with my next pick. I feel like I'm just weak enough with Brees Hall and DJ Moore that I'm going to need an elite quarterback.
I'm surprised quarterbacks aren't moving. I know it's
Josh Allen and what's his name and Patrick Mahomes went off the board. I thought everybody else would just start flying off the board, but as of now, they haven't. But we'll see. I still got 1, 2, 3, 4. I still got 10 picks till I make. So I got to fade 10 players taking one of the top 4 quarterbacks. So 2 of them have already drafted quarterbacks. So I got to fade 8 guys to take 4 quarterbacks here. We'll see what happens here. And the good thing for me is that in the top 10 names, the 10th name is Justin Herbert. So people don't even see, if they're looking at the board I'm looking at now, they don't even see quarterback till the very bottom of the board. So that's a positive thing right there. Mike Williams, we're still waiting here. This other guy's taking all that. All right, he went. He took Marquise Brown in the 4th round. That's a bit of a reach. I'm not a Marquise Brown fan. I know he's going to get a lot of targets. I actually think Zach Ertz will be the benefit of the suspension to DeAndre Hopkins. So
I got some sleeper wide receivers for you.
Okay.
Nico Collins from Houston. These are late guys, late round receivers you could probably nail. Obviously, Gabe Davis. I know everyone wants Stephon Diggs, but Gabe Davis is going to have a huge year with Mike Williams. There's guys you can get. That's why wide receiver I'm not worried about. There's so many.
Yeah, wide receiver. I mean, if you're not going like Devontae Adams, obviously, I'm really. DK Metcalf just went in the 4th round, the last pick of the 4th round. With Geno Smith as thrower, I just don't know. And then Darren Waller just went. So yeah, tight ends. We're waiting until round 10 or 12 to worry about tight end now. Most likely, unless I get Zach Ertz or something like that, or Dallas Goedert and a few picks. But now we are 1, 2, 3, 6, 7 picks, and there's 4 quarterbacks that I want. Let's see if one of them lasts.
I think you're going to get.
Is Kyler Murray worth putting in that top 4 list? Like right now, if no quarterback goes, the top 4 guys are Herbert, Jackson, Murray, and Hurts. I rank it Herbert, Hurts, Jackson, Murray. That would be the order I would take them in.
Herbert, Jackson, Hurts, Murray.
Yeah, I think it's debatable. I just think Hurts has better wide receiver weapons and overall weapons. So that's the only thing in his favor. All right, Justin Herbert just went. So now I got to watch. There's 6 picks ahead of me. Do the quarterbacks go on a run here? And that would be a problem. So, and if that is the way it goes, I have no problem skipping quarterback here and waiting a few more picks to grab another quarterback. I could go Gabe Davis right now. He's 52 on the list, and he's on this list. You got, I'm not down on Mooney, and go Travis. No, I would have to look at some running backs here and some other options, but Deontay Johnson is still on the board. Gabe Davis, Chris Godwin, who may be available by week 1 or week 2. What do you think about Michael Thomas? Do you think he's going to have a comeback year with Jameis Winston down there in New Orleans?
I actually do. I have a weird feeling that Michael Thomas is going to be a top 15 wide receiver.
Lamar Jackson. So it just went Herbert, Lamar Jackson, back-to-back picks. Now I'm starting to get nervous here. That means there's 1, 2, 3. There's 5 guys to go, and I want Murray or Hurts. But man, it's gonna be a real close call whether one of those guys are on the board in 5 picks. Which I'm like I said, I'm fine passing over these guys. But I mean, tight end, no, I'm not taking a tight end. I mean, I don't even know what I'm going to do. What I'm probably gonna do is I'm gonna reach for a running back that probably shouldn't go.
You can get Tom Brady in the 10th round.
Exactly. Like I'm not worried about if I have to wait. Okay, Mount St. Brown just went. So now I got 4 picks to fade one of the top 4 guys, the last 2 quarterbacks. I would really love Jalen Hurts in this point at 57. I'd be very happy with Jalen Hurts, but I just don't know if it's going to happen.
I do. You're going to get
be there. I'm hoping for him to be. I mean, right now the top guys listed are Deontay Johnson, Travis Etienne Jr., whatever his name is, Darnell Mooney, Gabe Davis, Chris Godwin, Josh Jacobs. There's some iffy names that I don't think should be ranked this high.
Man, for some reason this draft is going quick, but it seems like all these players are gone.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys that I think should have gone.
You know what it is?
Like Kyler Murray just went. So now I got 2 people to fade picking Jalen Hurts, and I don't think it's going to happen. Juju Smith-Schuster just went in the 5th round. I think he's going to have a bounce back year. I just don't know if he should have gone in the 5th round. And I hope Peanut's not what. Peanut's the guy, right? Peanut is Cocaine Beware, a playoff of Coco Beware, you know, the wrestler that had the little parrot on his shoulder all the time, danced back in the 80s. Coco Beware. My name is The Bar is Pretty Low. You got to be a modern day wrestling fan to know who the bar is. But this league's bar is pretty low here. I'm really, if Jalen Hurts goes here, where did Deontay Johnson went to? I really don't know what I'm going to do. Clyde Edwards-Helaire went. I'm taking Jalen Hurts. I'm not wasting time. I'm getting the quarterback I want. 85th ranked player. I'm taking him at pick 57. The problem is the difference between Jalen Hurts and everybody else. I think it's a big difference. I don't think he. Hold on, let me check some of these teams here. That's a good thing to do here. Where's Powers? Powers does not have a quarterback yet, so I got to fade him taking 2 quarterbacks. He's not going to do that. Okay, yeah, we're taking Jalen Hurts here. I think the thing was I was going to check the other guys and see if they had drafted quarterbacks yet. They hadn't, so we take them. Now I've got to really focus on the rest of my team, running backs and wide receivers. Let's see here. Looking at guys, Amari Cooper in Cleveland. I just don't know if I can trust whoever's the quarterback there. Adam Thielen. I think Adam Thielen at 76, ranked overall, he's extremely underrated in fantasy football, I think.
Did Gabe Davis go?
No, Gabe Davis is still on the board, too. Gabe Davis is where I'm going if he's there, but I've got 6 picks to wait, so I'm assuming that he's not going to be there. But that would put Gabe Davis in my flex position. Is that good enough for flex? Or do I want Aton, or how do you say his name? Etienne Jr.? Do I want him? Do I want Josh Jacobs?
Wait, who?
Travis Etienne Jr. from Jacksonville? Right now, it's Gabe Davis or a running back. But the running backs are so thin now. Ramon Stevenson, Kareem Hunt, Miles Sanders, Devin Singletary. These are the best guys on the board. This is why you attack running back early. I mean, I guess I could go Antonio Gibson. They just said today that Washington was going to have Antonio Gibson returning kicks. Is that not insane?
Well, Antonio Gibson, everyone
we got somebody watching that's got a question, Jason. I traded in my league Dawson Knox, Melvin Gordon, and Chris Olave for Darren Waller and Brandon Ayuk. Whoever got Darren Waller and Brandon Ayuk won that draft 1,000 times over, in my opinion. Are your thoughts? Whoever that is, I want in this league. Can I get in this league?
I agree. Yes, if you're the one that gave up those 3 for Darren Waller and Ayuk, yes, you absolutely won.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think Ayuk is going to actually take a step forward this year. I would not be surprised if he actually ahead of Debo as far as fantasy points.
All right, so we were worried about Gabe Davis. We're 3 picks away. And so far, since my Hurts, Chris Godwin, Travis, I don't have to say his name anymore because he's not on the board, and Josh Jacobs all just went. So right now there's 3 picks ahead of me. Darnell Mooney, Gabe Davis, Elijah Mitchell are the top 3. Then if they went, which Allen Robinson just went, so now I'm only fade 2. It's Mooney, Davis, Mitchell. Adam Thielen just went. See, and that was a guy I was thinking of taking over Gabe Davis. Really was. So I'm fading one guy now. As long as he doesn't take Gabe Davis. I think I take Gabe Davis here. I just want to double check my running back board here and see if there's anybody I can sit. Gabe Davis just went. All right, so, man, I don't want Darnell Mooney. I don't know if I'm willing to take Michael Thomas at this point. Take Devontae Smith. It's a little early. Pick 64 to take Devontae Smith. Man, this is tough. And I only got 65 seconds left to make my decision.
Still on the board?
What's that?
Did you say Etienne is still there?
No, he was just taking 2 picks before.
Fuck.
Man. Wide receivers. Any reaches for what? Go Hunter Renfrow.
Like
Maybe I do reach for Devontae Smith here. I do have Jalen Hurts. And then you could stack the 2 of them.
I think Michael Thomas is going to have.
I'm not willing to risk it just yet, though. We're talking about a guy that's got to start week 1 for me. No doubt about it. Yeah, I'm sorry. We're disagreeing. This is 2 now. We get to come back and double check two of them now to see. Yeah, no. I agree. Yeah, I like Ayuk this year for sure. Yeah, getting Darren Waller, even without Ayuk, you won that trade. Because Dawson Knox, Melvin Gordon, and Olave, unless it's a keeper league or a dynasty league where Olave's a nice upside guy, you're winning that trade all day and every day. And I really got to – I don't even want to look at the wide receiver board. I basically have to wait like 15 picks here and just hope that some good running backs are left. Maybe Antonio Gibson, Damian Pierce, you mentioned him already. He might be the guy. Looking down the board, man, it gets really thin really fast down here. I got to hope that some of these top guys are left at running back now in the 7th round for me. Really do. Let's see over here. See if this group chat's going on here. I've been ignoring the league's group chat so we could do this. A lot of FUs in the league chat, just so you know. It's a good thing probably that none of these guys are in this stream right now because there's a lot of F-bombs being dropped in the group chat.
Oh, man.
Cordell was a beast last year. I had Christian McCaffrey with the first overall pick in the DSM media. I agree. If you're watching, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button on this. I appreciate anybody doing that. There's a DSM media. That's what we are. We have a league for ourselves and the content creators. I had the first pick. I took Christian McCaffrey. He got hurt. But after week 1, I picked up Cordell Patterson, and he carried me to 3rd place last year, losing. I had like 6 guys on IR last night or last year, or that could have been. Darnell Mooney went. I don't trust anybody that plays for the Bears this year. Not at all. Not at all. Oh, man. We are just a little feedback. Are you getting that on your side?
What?
I was just hearing a beeping sound. Maybe it was notifications for the sleeper draft going on.
My notification.
Gibson just went. That really pisses me off. Because I really thought about taking Antonio Gibson ahead of Devontae Smith. And I really do like Antonio Gibson. And I think I'm going to regret that. Dalton Schultz. It's a long way to go. I love being at the back end because I love getting those late 2 picks in the 1st and 2nd round. But I hate the wait. I hate it. I hate it so much. Again, you're watching Trending in the AM hosts do a live fantasy draft. There is money on the line here. Make sure you hit the like button. You hit the subscribe button here on DSM Media. I'll be live tomorrow morning with Trev from Ref the District. We're going to be battling Eagles versus Commies tomorrow morning and seeing how that goes. And Jason, just so you know, if you got to jump off, I don't know if you can do 2 things at once. In our Sleeper Dynasty League, you are on the clock.
Yeah, I'll wait because I can't do it when I'm on the phone and someone just took my pick.
Yeah, you could jump off and jump back on. Rashad Bateman and Russell Wilson and TJ Hawkinson, the last 3 picks. Man, I don't buy the Russell Wilson Denver hype. I just don't. I don't think Russell Wilson is going to magically turn the Denver Broncos into win that division. If I was Russell Wilson, that was not the division I would have gone to. I would have wanted to stay out of that division, in my opinion, at least. Man, the patience and the waiting here. Got 11 picks to go.
I'm glad you got Jalen Hurts. I like
I am
Jalen
glad
Hurts.
too. I actually really like this team so far. Jalen Hurts, Devontae, or Dalvin Cook, Hall, Adams, Moore, Devontae. Again, I'm not thrilled with the Devontae Smith pick there. I think it was a mistake. And you know what? I'm not even paying attention. I got 3 guys that have a week 7 bye now.
I do that all the time, dude.
I forget to double check all the time. Damian Harris just went. Man, I'm hoping Damian Pierce. I guess that's what I got to hope for here with my next pick. I don't know if it happens, but I guess I got to hope that that's what happens here. That Damian Pierce is on the board. I mean, maybe Devin Singletary. Maybe he sucked just enough last year that people are off of him. Maybe I take him. Maybe I get Michael Thomas if he's still on the board. I don't know. I think if he's still on the board at 81, he's still on the board on the wraparound too. Amari Cooper. Yeah, I don't know.
A lot of people are hating Michael
What's
Thomas.
that? A lot of people hating who?
A lot of people are hating Michael Thomas.
Yeah, I agree. I want to see him do well, and I think he could do well. We'll just find out very shortly here.
I mean, he looked healthy in camp.
Elijah Mitchell just went. Man, I'm praying I get a running back here with my next pick and one that I want. So right now we've got 3, 6, 7 picks to go. Singletary, Sanders, Hunt, Stevenson, Pierce, Chase Edmonds. What's that?
Go Singletary if he's there.
No, I can't. It's another round 7, a week 7 bye. The top 2 guys left, Sanders and Singletary. I've already got Dalvin Cook, Devontae Smith, and Jalen Hurts on a week 7 bye.
Right.
I can't take another week 7 bye.
No, unless you punt week 7.
Yeah, I don't ever punt. I always want to win. Like I said, I'm hoping Damian Pierce is there. The odds are no that I got to fade 7 guys skipping him here. But if he could be there, that'll be my pick.
Oh, he'll be there. I still think, unless you're like in the dynasty or fantasy community, Damian Pierce is not a known name.
And the Houston Texans just cut what's his name today. So he is clearly the number 1 back now in Houston. Marlon Mack was cut today. Yeah. So let's see here. Once I got my starting lineup, once I get 1 or 2 more picks, Devin Singletary just went. So now we got 6 to go here. And there's a lot of guys. Like if you're looking at the overall board, Damian Pierce doesn't even show up on the top 10. So if you're looking at just specific positions, he does. But we'll see. I don't know. What's that?
I'm gonna hop off and hop back on because
you do what you got to do. Now, I'm gonna live stream my pick in that fantasy draft too. I think I'm gonna share that screen when that comes up.
Dude, yeah. Well, someone just took my pick, so I'm annoyed. So
who did you want? You wanted.
I wanted Keegan Murray.
Okay, gotcha. Well, get in there, make your pick, and then come on back here.
All right, I'll be back.
Miles Sanders just went. I'm waiting. I'm hoping. There's 5 picks to go here. I don't know what's going to happen here. I got to fade 5 guys taking the running back I want here. I shouldn't be doing this live stream like this. I'm sure part of the league is actually watching this right now. They told them I was doing it, and they're getting all the information right on the clock here, live as it happens. I don't know. Stream? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be that guy. Tight end, too soon for Dallas Goedert. Oh, man, it's tough. It's tough when you get to this part of a draft. When you need a position and you're going to have to reach. If Damian Pierce goes, man, I can't take Chase Edmonds here. Can't take any of these guys down here. And down the board, James Cook, no. Christian Kirk just went, okay. Fading another guy. I mean, these guys, once you get down here, I might have to take Alexander Madison later, but way later. Come on, boys. Pick this clock up here. Let me check this group chat over here. All right. No one's really talking in that group chat anymore. That's good. All right. Yeah, this is a tough part of the draft here. Kareem Hunt just went. All right, 3 picks to fade 1 running back or 2 running backs, basically. Let's see if this guy lasts. Mayfield, plastic surgeon, Cocon beware. We'll see what happens here. Otherwise, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to probably have to take a wide receiver, whether I take Michael Thomas, Hunter Renfro. Drake London just went. All right. We're getting there. We're getting there. Maybe I take Chase Edmonds. Damian Pierce just went. God damn you. Whoever you are. Plastic surgeon. Nikki Bella's plastic surgeon. You screwed me over there on that one. That is the epitome of the snipe, as I think it's called in this game. That really annoys me. Man, do I take Hunter Renfro or Michael Thomas here? Depending on who's left. This is going to be a tough one. Very, very tough one here. All right, let's see. Come on. All right. Damian Pierce went. Who are we going to take? I really still need a running back. What are they saying about Stevenson here? Yeah, Damian Harris still is going to be the lead guy there. Chase Edmonds, what are they saying? Chase Edmonds should shine in fantasy. It's like the first thing you read. Kind of like that. Maybe we take Chase Edmonds as my first backup bench running back there. Cook win. Yeah, I think I take him. Yeah. Man, James Cook in Buffalo. Man, this is going to break my heart doing this, but it's it. It's Chase Edmonds. He's going to be my first bench. I think he was my first bench guy off the bench last year before I picked up Cordell Patterson as well. Pretty sure that's the way it went. Oh, man. We are at 9:37 here. We're 37 minutes in. We are almost through eight. Well, we're almost through the 7th round. Almost the start of the 8th round here. Make sure, again, if you're watching this, you hit the like button, you hit the subscribe. I'm doing my live fantasy football draft live on the air for you all to watch, all to critique. Elijah Moore just went with the 83rd or 82nd pick overall. Let me get back out to the overall board here. Man, I got a couple picks to fade here. I mean, I would like Renfro or Michael Thomas here. I could consider Tony Pollard at this point. I don't know. Maybe I look for Dallas Goedert. What's Dallas Goedert's overall rank? 90. No, Dallas Goedert went. Oh, he went 2 picks ago. Damn. Robert Woods just went. I missed Dallas Goedert going a couple picks ago. So maybe I take Zach Ertz. Maybe. I don't know. I think I got to take Michael Thomas or Hunter Renfro. What's the tight end market look like after Zach Ertz? It's weak, but you can still get some value. Zach Ertz just went, so that just solves that. I'm not taking Mike Gesicki at this point in the top 90. So we're back to this. There's 2 picks ahead of me: Thomas, Renfro, Lockett, Stevenson, Cordell Patterson, Tony Pollard. It's one of these guys I'm taking. Question is, do I want another backup running back, or do I want another wide receiver? Tom Brady just went. All right, that's not bad. Let's see. I'm fading one more pick. I'm looking at one pick here. I had Hunter Renfro. I can't have Adams and Renfro on the same team, I don't think. So I think it's Michael Thomas here. Maybe Cordell Patterson again. I don't know. I think I've read that they're going to take it easy on him this year. Let's see here. Who just went? A.J. Dillon just went. Man, I'm going to take now in the 9th or in the 8th round, pick 88, Michael Thomas. I think that's the pick. I don't need a quarterback. I mean, Jalen Hurts will play every week except for week 7. Running back, can't take. Wide receiver, I think it's got to be Michael Thomas. I'm not taking any of those guys. All right, it's got to be Michael Thomas right there. Michael Thomas. I'm filling out my bench already before I've even taken my tight end. But so far, I'm pretty excited about this team. I would love to know your guys' thoughts. Again, you could check me out on Twitter at Bearded Knowledge. Check out Trending in the AM every Monday through Friday at 8:30 a.m. right here on DSME. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I greatly appreciate that. But we're doing my live draft right now. Jason will be back shortly after he makes his pick. He actually did. He took Cole Anthony with his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8th pick in a dynasty basketball startup draft. It's a very, very, very good pick there in a dynasty. I'm going to be on the clock soon in that. When we do that, I'm going to back this off, and I'm going to put my dynasty team up on the screen. Since I picked Michael Thomas, Renfro went with the next pick, DeAndre Hopkins, Cordell Patterson, I still need more running back. My next pick's going to have to be a running back. I got a long ways to go. But if I have to take Tony Pollard, oh, maybe not. I don't know. We're going to have to see how the rest of this draft plays out over the next 10 minutes or so when it gets back to me again. Let's see here. In my dynasty basketball draft, I took Nikolai Jokic with the 3rd overall pick, Deontay Murray, Zion Williamson, Robert Williams. You know, I went pretty hard there. Jason, you're going to be very happy with me with my most recent pick.
Michael Thomas?
I went Chase Edmonds and then Michael Thomas.
You rock.
I got him at the end of the 8th round.
See that? You waited and you still got him.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't the one I wanted. I don't think 100%. I was discussing Zach Ertz, and then Zach Ertz went 2 picks ahead of me. So I kind of had no choice there. Dallas Goedert went 4 picks ahead of me. So, you know, Michael Thomas, it was either Michael Thomas, Hunter Renfrow, who went the next pick, or Cordell Patterson, who went 3 picks later. Hunter Renfrow, and having already Devontae Adams, I didn't want to go with, you know, 2 wide receivers from the same team since I didn't have the quarterback either. Wasn't going to stack that heavy. But I'm still really weak at running back. So I'm going to have to find some gems at running back here. But basically, now that we're about to start the 9th round here, it's best player available at this point. It's filling out the bench, waiting till about round 10 or 12 to take a tight end, and then just rounding out my team with the best available players. Like, I'm not saying he's going to be there, but Brandon Ayuk is like the 8th best guy on the board. I got 14 picks to go. I don't care that I got a wide receiver on my bench already. He'll be the guy I would take there. Or say somebody like Chase Claypool, or I don't know, is Alan Lazard going to be one of the top targets? Maybe that's who you go with. You know what I mean? Well, Chase Claypool just went, so he's not going to be there. You know, it's basically looking for the best possible upside guys to fill out my bench that don't actually have week 7 buys, because, again, I've got 3 week 7 buys already, which is awful at this point. By the way, I did say it on the air here. Cole Anthony, 8th round, great pick. Good young point guard for a team that's on the up. Do like your pick of Cole Anthony there, just so you know.
Thank you, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I've never done basketball ever, like never done fantasy, and I've just been doing a lot of research on like younger players, because that's the way I'm kind of going in this since it's dynasty. And I don't know. I kept seeing his name. I wanted the other guy, but I think I'm happy with who I got.
Yeah, no. I mean, your team's really stacked, to be honest with you, in that dynasty league. And in a few minutes, when it gets to me on the clock.
Yeah, I want to see.
Wow. So in the beginning of the 9th round, Sky Moore is a guy it's rising up draft boards. I took Sky Moore in the Scott Fishbowl draft with like one of the last picks of the draft. And now he is going in the 9th round of this draft. It's insane how quickly Sky Moore is flying up draft boards at this point. That is way, way too early before pick 100. It was pick 97 that Sky Moore just went in a 12-team league.
Wow.
And it's not a keeper league either, or a dynasty league.
So I just got screwed on another level.
Why is that?
So my home league, they just picked the names out of the hat. That's how they do it for the picks. And I got the 10th pick. I don't like 10.
How many people are in the league? 10 or 12?
12.
12? I don't mind. I'm taking 9th in this league. I think it's going well for me. Not perfect, but well. This has not been my best draft ever. I won't lie. Maybe doing this live is not the best idea. Rashad Penny just went. Cole Kmet just went. So now we're 5 away from me. 4 away from me because Tony Pollard just went. You got Lockett, Prescott, Stafford. Oh,
what tight end? What tight ends do you have?
I don't have a tight end. Freemuth, Hunter Henry, and just Secchi are on the board, but I think it's too early to take all 3 of those guys. I'm looking at running back and wide receiver right
what
now.
What running back do you have?
I have Cook, Hall, and Edmonds right now. Right now, top running backs on the board, which I do think I need a running back. And I think it's the right pick here. James Robinson, Kenneth Walker. Is he going to start in Seattle? Maybe. Michael Carter, Melvin Gordon. Even that is not very good at this point. I almost feel like I got to take another wide receiver at this point.
Who's the wide receiver?
I mean, look, there's one pick ahead of me. If Brandon Ayuk's on the board, I'm taking Brandon Ayuk. He's the fourth best player available right now, second best wide receiver.
Ayuk is going to be a stud.
Yeah, I agree with that, and I think I have to fade one pick here, and if I do, unless he's the guy, freaking Peanut, man, you know Peanut. Peanut's been sniping me all freaking night, and he just took Brandon. I think he is watching this broadcast. Why is he not on this show right now? He just took Brandon. Now I'm on the clock, and now I have no idea what to do. It's Kadarius Toney. It's Garrett Wilson. It's reach for somebody right now, basically.
James Robinson.
Who?
James Robinson.
You like James Robinson?
I do like him this year. I think everyone's worried about his injury.
James Robinson went off the board 2 picks ago. I didn't even notice it. I'm like, where is he on this board? And he's not there. He's not even available. Do I steal an extra quarterback and try to trade him later on? Do I take Dak Prescott right now?
Yup.
Take a backup quarterback at this point. I mean, I don't need Dak Prescott, but then I can flip him. Is that a theory? Do I take Chris Olave? I already have Michael Thomas. Garrett Wilson. Garrett Walker, somebody that's intrigued me. Tyler Boyd.
Kenny Walker.
I got 26 seconds. Hold on. Now I'm under pressure now. Why has he got a question mark next to his name? No, he's not injured. It's just a training camp thing. We're going to reach for Kenneth Walker here. I need a backup running back. We're going to take him. I don't know, man. I'm starting this pressure of everybody watching. Freaking, I'm going to beat that up.
Start.
What's that?
Ken Walker's pegged to start. I know Rashad Penny came on strong, still not a starter.
Mm-hmm. Come on, I need Dylan and Cole to pick in the Dynasty League, the basketball league, so I can stream my pick there and that. Then that's going to be the end of this week. Yeah, Dylan's always awake. Dylan's watching the Phillies, I'm sure. Phillies haven't even started yet, have they?
I think 9:45.
Okay. So they're about to start.
Are you glad that you missed last night's game?
Yeah, dude, I watched the first 20 minutes of it, then I passed out, and then I gave up on it.
This morning? I didn't get a chance.
We talked a little bit. We talked a lot of Eagles, and then a little. Look, the pick after Kenneth Walker was Dak Prescott. Yeah. So Dak Prescott went 106 in the draft. He was 100th ranked overall. I mean, I will take a backup quarterback just because Hurts, just to have a backup plan in Hurts just in case. So Dak Prescott and Mark Stanton went. Matthew Stafford just went. 3 picks ago, I have an idea what I'm going to do with my next pick, but I'm not saying it just in case somebody's watching from this draft right now. Kai and Ty is picking right now. If you don't know who Kai and Ty is, you don't know wrestling from the 90s and 2000s. Chris Olave just went. I have my plan. I do, and I'm just not going to let anybody know who it is until I'm
Yeah, because if you tell me, the joke will be out.
Yeah. No, I'm not telling anybody. I don't want anybody to know. Justin Tucker just went. We're not even through the 10th. The first pick of the 10th round. Justin Tucker just went.
That's when you know you're in the league.
Yeah. So I'm going to take Mike Gesicki here. I don't have a tight end. It's a little early. Hunter Henry's still on the board, but I'm a huge fan of Tua and what they're going to do. Tyreek Hill, Mike, just like A.J. Brown is going to help Goddard. Tyreek Hill is going to help Mike Gesicki, and this is going to be finally his breakout year.
I have Mike Gesicki in the Scott Fishbowl League.
Dude, I love Mike Gesicki this year. I do. All right, so we
got
a long ways to wait.
Mike Gesicki, and Hawkinson.
All right. Now we're back on this long wait train thing here. Why did he take freaking Pete Tucker so early? That's insane.
Did you just say PJ Tucker?
Yeah, Justin Tucker.
You said PJ Tucker.
Oh, did I? My bad. Derek Carr. That's my quarterback right there.
Whoever got basketball on the mind.
My man Peanut just took Derek Carr on me, man.
Oh,
look at you. Peanut loves to take the guy. Peanut watches he won't say he does, but Peanut watches everything I do. He has to. He knows I'm high on Derek Carr. Bill's defense just went in the 10th round. And are we already on a defensive run and kicker run here in the 10th round?
Wait, when is your next pick?
I got a long ways to wait because I'm on the back end of a wrap now. I got about 15 picks to go here.
Uh,
I won't worry about defense or kicker till the last 2 or 3 rounds. So now's depth time. I've got 1 backup wide receiver and 2 backup running backs. It's just get backup guys now, especially high upside guys. Like let's see here, somebody on this back. Jarvis Landry, I think's got upside this year. I really do. Joshua Palmer's got upside this year. DJ Chark, upside this year. They're the guys I'm looking at. Kadarius Toney and Tyler Boyd just went. Russell Gage has got upside this year. Traylon Burks taking over for A.J. Brown's got upside. Jonah Doxson. These are all the guys that are on the board. These are all the guys I'm looking at here. That's where I'm going with next pick. Value, preferably at running back. We'll see who are the top running backs left here. About to start the 11th round. Michael Carter, Melvin Gordon, 9 Keens, Brian Robinson, McKissick, Mozart, Mattinson. Do I draft Mattinson and get my handcuff of Dalvin Cook there? I don't know. I think there's a chance. Duke of Kenneth Gainwell. I don't think so. Yeah, not this early. What are your thoughts of drafting an injury-prone player's backup player? Is it worth doing and wasting a pick just to hope you get an injury there? I don't know.
what are you saying?
Like if you have somebody like Dalvin Cook that gets hurt often, drafting Madison. Like, do you do that or do you not worry about that?
Oh no, I always draft handcuffs for guys that are injury prone.
I mean, for the 3 weeks that Dalvin Cook might miss, I
If
don't
you
know.
Addison, you plug and play, and you don't lose any points.
Yeah, it's interesting. Just how late do you wait? That's the question. Like Mattinson is ranked the 212th player, so that would be about divided by 12. What's that come out to? Around like 15, 16. Like, how's too early to take him? You know what I mean? Or when is too early to take him? I don't know.
It depends on how this league is going. If running backs are flying off the board,
They are flying off the board. No, it's an interesting thought process.
wide receiver is so deep, dude. You can get literally.
Yeah.
Another
I
wide.
get Quez Watkins in the 20th round, and
Another wide receiver I'm high on. He's out 6 games, but DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah, he went already, obviously.
Oh,
He went like 2 or 3 rounds ago. He went like
well,
round
I like
6.
Rondell Moore too. I like Rondell. I like Arizona this year. I do.
Rondell Moore's ranked 227. Wow.
I'm saying you can get late.
Yeah.
You can get Jarvis Landry.
Oh, there's a lot of guys I like here that are still
Isaiah
left.
McKenzie, the Bills' 3rd wide receiver. He's probably better than a lot of teams' 2s because of that situation.
Yeah, I agree.
Josh Allen's
That's how I feel about Joshua Palmer with Keenan Allen and Mike Williams, because both those guys missed time.
Absolutely.
I'm very high on him. Let's see here. So since I've gone, we've got Kadarius Toney, Hunter Henry, Jonah Dotson, Raheem Moser, Kirk Cousins just went, Tyler Boyd, Garrett Wilson. Some good names coming off the board. We're 1, 2, 3, 6, 7 picks away, and we're still waiting on Dylan. So it looks like I'm not going to be streaming the basketball because my next 2 picks, my next swing, pick 11, pick 12. Then this stream is going to end. Make sure you like this video, hit subscribe. Make sure you tune in to Trending AM in the morning, 8:30 a.m. live every single day. I'm going to live stream my next 2 picks. Then I'm going to get off the air and pick as I go here because I don't think I can keep going here.
You're good.
This is my 3rd show of the day, so I've literally done shows and worked, and that's it. So,
Well, the next time I will see you live will be I'll have to be in and out on the DSM live stream because I have my home league draft.
We are live streaming the DSM League on Friday or Thursday night at 9 p.m. But Dylan, Scotty, Jason, a whole bunch of the guys from DSM will be all involved in that stream. And we'll be bickering back and forth on that one, I'm sure. And I won't be giving out as much of my information so people watching can't take my picks, every pick right before I go. Like, I'm not telling Cocaine Beware who I'm picking.
I have the first pick, right?
You do. I don't know if that's good or not, but you do.
I know who I'm taking.
Is it Chris? Can you break that news live on the air right now?
I mean, Who do you think I'm taking?
I think Christian McCaffrey, and it would be the right move.
All right. Well, breaking news, folks. I will not be taking Jonathan Taylor, number 1 in the DSM.
See, he's still not saying who he's taking. That's a little horse crap. That's horse crap right there. I love it, though. I love the way you said that right there. Time. We are 3 picks away here from my next pick. I'm thinking Michael Carter. I'm thinking Jacoby Myers, Russell Gage. DJ Chark is an interesting one to me.
I like DJ Chark this year.
Hey, I mean, Detroit, they're going to be a good team. Jarvis Landry still on the board. He might be the guy. Josh Palmer, he might be my guy. I'm not going to tell anybody, but I got 2 picks coming up here in the next 10. And I'm going to fill out the bench depth here. Oh, I got to check these bye week things here. DJ Chark 6, that's safe. Myers 10, that's safe. It's all going to come down to bye weeks here as well, because I got 2 bench guys already. So I've got 3 starters with week 7 buys, and I got 2 bench guys and a starter with a week 11 bye. I've really screwed myself with the bye weeks this week on this draft here. I really have. Really, really screwed myself. Yeah, I can't even draft a quarterback to trade for later. I already know who I'm going to take as a backup bench guy for my 1 week off, but I might not even draft him. I just might stream him come week 7. Jameis Winston just got drafted with Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, Daniel Jones, Carson Wentz, Zach Wilson, Ryan Tannehill, Matt Ryan, all still on the board. Somebody just picked up him. That is a bogus move.
I like Matt Ryan, backup quarterback.
DJ Chark just went. Again, Coco and beware. Pina, you're listening. I literally think you are literally listening to this and taking everybody I want. But that's okay, because DJ Chark, I think, was my second choice. I really wanted Joshua Palmer as my backup, as a backup wide receiver at this point. So that's where I'm going here with my 129th pick, Joshua Palmer.
I like
it in. Locked in. I'm good with that. Now we got 6 picks to wait for my final pick live on this air, my 12th pick of the draft. It's probably going to be running back, tight end. Defense, do I reach for a defense in the 12th round? No. I reach for a kicker at this point? No. It's best available maybe for me, honestly, at this point. Dawson Knox just went off the board. Really didn't need a backup tight end because Gesicki's going to play right through the first 10 weeks because he's week 11 bye. There's no need for a backup there. Michael Carter just went. Let's see here. I really do need a backup running back. I got 2. I got 2 tight ends.
Madison?
It's still too early, in my opinion, for Madison. I there's way too many good players. Like right now, Jacoby Myers, Brian Robinson, Jarvis Landry, Marvin Jones. There's so many good guys still on the board. I can't go taking Madison.
Gainwell.
Gainwell's on the board. Is it too soon to take Gainwell, maybe? Maybe. He's not even the top. He doesn't even crack the top 200. Michael Gallup just went. So I still got Jacoby Myers and Jarvis Landry on the board. Let me check Jacoby Myers. Why is he questionable? He's emerged as the number 1 guy present for Monday's practice. No, Myers spot a sleeve on his left leg. It's either Jacoby. I'm going to go Jacoby Myers. He's a top 140 player, and I'm getting him just at the end of the top 140. Taking Jacoby Myers. All right, and that's going to be it for this stream here. We're wrapping this up. This was a live fantasy draft right here on DSM Media. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We'd greatly appreciate Jason Voorhees down below. Thank you for your critiques. We disagreed on 2 of my picks. We agreed on the rest of them. We'll be back tomorrow morning, trending the AM. We'll be doing another live draft with everybody in the stream tomorrow night or Thursday night, 9 p.m. Don't miss it. Everybody have a great one, and we'll talk tomorrow morning.
And Philadelphia has it.